What if everything you thought you knew about the pharaohs was just a story? Beyond the Hollywood movies and museum exhibits lies a more complex truth. These rulers were not just characters in a legend, they were real people, living in a world both strange and familiar. The word pharaoh was a title, not a name, originating from, meaning great house, referring to the king's palace. Imagine a ruler who was also a god. This was the reality for the pharaohs, seen as the living embodiment of Horus, the falcon-headed god. Their divine status gave them absolute authority. Their word was law. They were the chief priest, commander-in-chief, and ultimate judge. This fusion of religion and government made the pharaoh the central pillar, connecting the heavens and the earth. But these god-kings were also human, feeling ambition, fear, love, and betrayal. They managed vast projects, led armies, and navigated political intrigues. They were fathers and mothers, securing their lineage and legacy. The story of the pharaohs is a deeply human tale of power, family, and the struggle to leave a mark on the world. It is about building something that would outlast their mortal lives and speak their name to eternity. The story of the pharaohs spans over 3,000 years, longer than the time from the last pharaoh to today. Historians have divided this immense timeline into periods: early dynastic, Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and New Kingdom. This history was marked by periods of strength and unity, but also chaos and division, known as the intermediate periods. Yet like the Nile, Egyptian civilization always managed to restore order and begin anew. Within this timeline, we find rulers of incredible character and influence: Khufu, the pharaoh behind the Great Pyramid of Giza, and Akhenaten, the heretic king who tried to change his country's religion. These were powerful individuals whose decisions shaped the destiny of millions. The Great House was also home to powerful women like Hatshepsut, who declared herself pharaoh and ruled as a king. Centuries later, Cleopatra navigated the dangerous world of Roman politics to protect her kingdom. These women proved that the power of the pharaoh was not limited by gender. Why did the pharaohs build such massive structures? The pyramids were not just buildings, they were machines for eternity. The ancient Egyptians believed in a life after death, an eternal journey for the soul. The pyramids were magnificent tombs, designed to protect the pharaoh's body and treasures for his eternal existence. Modern archaeology reveals that skilled Egyptian laborers, not slaves, built these monuments. They worked during the Nile's flood season, a collective effort to honor their divine ruler. Beyond the pyramids, pharaohs built sprawling temple complexes like Karnak and Luxor, economic and spiritual centers. The pharaoh's role was to be the chief intermediary between the people and the gods. By building and maintaining these temples, the pharaoh upheld order, truth, and cosmic balance. These structures were also political propaganda, reinforcing the pharaoh's absolute power. Scenes on temple walls showed the pharaoh victorious in battle and making offerings to the gods. These images were reminders of the pharaoh's divine authority. Not every pharaoh's legacy was secure. In ancient politics, a ruler's memory could be a battlefield. Hatshepsut's name and image were chiseled away by her successor, Thutmose III. Akhenaten's religious revolution was undone, his name struck from history. But history can be rediscovered. Tutankhamun, the boy king, was a minor pharaoh whose tomb lay hidden for over 3,000 years. In 1922, Howard Carter discovered the tomb, filled with breathtaking artifacts. The discovery of this lost pharaoh created a global sensation. It gave us a glimpse into the true splendor of a new kingdom royal burial. Tutankhamun became the most famous pharaoh of all. His story reminds us of the fragility and rediscovery of history. The attempt to erase him was so thorough that it was only in modern times that archaeologists pieced together his story. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was a testament to the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. The age of the pharaohs may be over, but their world echoes in our culture. The obelisk, a purely Egyptian invention, stands as a symbol of power and permanence in modern landscapes. Egyptian motifs like the scarab beetle and the Ankh symbol have surged through Western culture. Even our concept of a glorious afterlife has parallels in the theology championed by the pharaohs. The pharaohs were masters of branding, using powerful imagery to represent their rule. This use of symbols is the essence of modern branding and political communication. In the end, we must see the pharaohs as human beings, driven by desires for security, meaning, and legacy. They built for eternity because they feared being forgotten. Their story reminds us that even the most powerful empires fade, but it also shows us the human quest to create something lasting. The Pharaoh story, written in stone and sand, continues to speak to us across the ages.